Mushoku Tensei fans are eating good. Mushoku Tensei fans are eating good. Yes, the latest fan animation for Mushoku Tensei has been released by LanwenTuzi Studio. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. And it's a doozy. For those who don't know, this has pretty much been covering a lot of stuff that has not been adapted by the anime yet. So if you are an anime-only fan out there, you probably don't want to watch this. But I figured the last one was like probably a minute and a half long. Yes, The Brave that they released previously, which pretty much covered the whole going to the Beggaret Continent and saving Zenith and all that kind of stuff. They did a fan animation for that. And if I remember correctly, some of the animators actually went on to doing animations for the actual show. I could be wrong there, but I seem to remember hearing that, so don't quote me on it. But it was a pretty cool little animation here. Yeah, it's still a fan animation, and there was some points in there that kind of looked a little bit rough, but I think overall it was incredible for what they were doing. It's a fan animation, and they were doing stuff that, yes, it's even better than the actual show. Let's be honest, some cases better than the show. So when the new one came out, already I kind of watched a little bit of this to kind of see what I'm kind of getting myself into. And so I figured, hey, let's just do it live react on recording. So I thought I'd kind of set up everything, go through it. Hopefully they're okay with me at least having the visuals on the screen. I'm not going to have the audio because the audio is going to be really easy to pick up for them if they do want to come after me. We'll see though. If they get mad at me, they get mad at me. But I did want to kind of live react on this one because I think it's going to be some cool stuff in here to kind of see, again, stuff that's not adapted yet and really kind of dig into what they do with the actual adaptation. Some of the stuff in here in this earlier segment, I'm curious if they'll actually even adapt. That's the interesting stuff here. So let's just jump into it. Again, I won't have any audio here, so if you are here to watch it, this is not the best experience. Go watch it yourself. Go give them some likes. Go give them some... I'm going to click it right here. I should have hit the like already. Go get them likes. Go give them views and all that kind of stuff. Show your love. The opening screen here, I want to point out, because this is important, this adapts volumes 14 through 15. For those who don't know, the anime has only adapted up to 12, so we are getting into spoilers here. Produced by LanwenTuzi Studio. Created with a passionate group of Mushoku... That was really fast. Created by a passionate group of Mushoku Tensei fans from China as heartfelt gift to fans all over the world. Thank you so much. Oh, we're just jumping. Yeah, we're jumping right now. I forgot about that. We're jumping right into there. This would be stuff that's going to be in the actual future diary. And again, I'm kind of curious how they will handle it in the anime adaptation. I'm wondering if they're just going to do like little snippets, quick flashes. I'm curious if they'll even actually do the whole diary. That's still a massive question mark that I have. My poor Roxy, though. Ugh. See, this is always the interesting thing, because I always kind of envision how it looks in my mind as I'm reading it. And a lot of what I read there, it really did feel like the body itself, the skin and everything was turning to crystal. This almost looks like it's kind of growing out, like just spurting out of the pores of her body. I envision like her body, like her legs at this point would probably be covered with gems. Or petrified. Ugh. Why can't it be me? Jumping straight to him cheating on Sylphie after the death of Roxy. So it's kind of jumping through it and coming to the point where Rudeus, yeah, he finds Sylphie. Again, this is the interesting thing for those that have watched my entire Mushoku Monday coverage. So this is like further on spoilers, really. I wasn't really a massive fan of Sylphie, especially during this part. And so now that I've grown to like her a lot more now because her character just developed so much more, this hurts more now. So I figured like a reread through this entire thing would probably hurt me more. Oh. That, I don't think they would be that graphic with even the anime. That's brutal. You guys are mean with that one. The death of each one of them, and then over to future Rudeus. Things you must do. Talk to Nanahoshi. Write to Edis. Suspect the man god. But do not make him your enemy. Yep, pretty much. So that would be after he talked to the man god again. After the man god pretty much threatened his family. I think I remember Roxy and Sylphie was there for that whole segment when he woke up that point. This is much more fleshed out than the last animation they did. The last animation they did was almost just kind of like just a run through, like a music video. It was a music video basically. This just has like voicing and everything. They went above and beyond with this animation. Have to kill someone. Orsted. I still hate Rudeus for this. I still hate Rudeus for this whole thing. Oh, he's so frustrating right here. Basically forcing her to help him kill her friend, the person that kept her alive the entire time she was there. But yes, this is technically after he saved her life. Again, with the whole T. And that shot was a little bit underdone there. Still good, though. Gonna develop my magic armor, following the notes from myself in the future. I also asked Zenoba and Cliff for help. Glyph and Zenoba, best bros. I asked Sylphie and Roxy for help, too. When I asked them, Sylphie looks so happy. Wiggle ears. It could be help to you, then I'm glad. Wives are so dependable. That alone gives me great peace of mind. You're still missing one, Rudeus. The thing looks huge. The thing looks huge. Oh, my Zenith. My Zenith. Something I want to announce. I'm preggers. Yay! Roxy preggers. He already knew. Thank you, Roxy. Yeah, I remember that whole segment there. He literally doesn't know how to respond to things. Plus, he already knew. He knew based on the future diary. Damn, forceful kiss, Rudy. You can't do that. Whoa, that was a tongue there, too. You can't be doing that kind of stuff in anime. And there it is. The battlefield. I wasn't envisioning a massive tower in the middle. Am I misremembering that? Is he got like a laser targeting? Point him in the direction of it? I think it was. I know it was a compass. I just don't remember having a laser. Oh, missed opportunity. No. Missed opportunity. Missed opportunity. You guys should have had him going down there and seeing all this stuff. You had like all the signs and whatnot that were like he put everywhere to kind of dissuade him. And then you have all the traps that he had down there, the incense and everything. Just the box? Missed opportunity. Missed opportunity. There's a signal. Explosion. Risk going atomic. There's the ring. Yeah. Then there are ice. Yep. Freeze it all. Big iceberg. Then drop the big firebomb, I think. Oh, it was a rock. That's right. Explosion. Probably should have gone with like a mushroom cloud. Do an atomic explosion. Pillar of Fire is okay, though. At least they didn't have him doing like a rocket launcher with his staff or anything. Like Blind does. That's pretty cool. I like the rifling. That's cool. I think he shot at him when he was coming up the mountain, though. Yeah, he wasn't shooting him at the crater. You got a little bit early there. A little bit too early on the animation there. Did he already have white hair there? No, he shouldn't have white hair yet. He's not drained and fully in mana yet. He shouldn't have white hair yet. That is a good shot. Holy crap, dude. What is this? Yeah, like, first of all, he shouldn't have white hair here. That's a oof. That's a big goof. That should not be white hair yet. Like this. My boy Orsted. My boy's like, boy. This shot, though, whoever did this segment right here, this segment right here. Bind. Use this. Now, granted, from what I was envisioning as this fight was going on, it was an aspect of Orsted's coming up the hill and Rudeus is shooting down at him. And then when he finally gets to the top of the hill, Rudeus is shooting at him. And it's almost like this kind of like sidestepping thing that he's doing. He's just constantly sidestepping. And every now and then Rudeus will get a hit in or whatever. Not like this whole like Rudeus is shooting. I think at some point it did have him backpedaling, but not quite yet. But this shot right here, Bind. Like, just buy this. Buy this right here. Buy this. Add some polish if you want. But buy this. Like, this baseline, at least right here, should be used. This is incredible. Holy crap, dude. Yep, every now and then a little hit. Not much, though. He's just doing crazy march towards him. Damn. This whole segment right here. Yeah. Swords in, yes. This is way too good. Way too freaking good, dude. Incredible work. Incredible work. Yeah, get rid of that shirt. Get rid of that shirt. A nuisance. Time for him to get serious. Yeah, that's pretty much it, though. By arm. He's just like channeling that Sephiroth energy. Yes. It's done, boy. It's over, boy. Rudeus cannot keep those damn limbs. I'm curious to see the bite. You really are an apostle. There's a bite. It is. There's the signature shot right there. I can't wait to see that show. I can't wait to see that show. I'm getting the goosebumps right now. Damn. Damn. Is that it? Don't tell me that's it. That's it. You're gonna stop there? No. No. Oh, that was good. That was hella good. My gosh, I'm legitimately impressed. Like, extremely legitimately impressed. And again, let me pause this because I want to actually let this run later. This is coming from this last animation, which I will admit, like, it's really, really good for a fan animation, but it's still kind of like, it's not to the caliber that you would get from a full-on studio. I mean, there's some great shots. Like, I think that's a great shot right there with Edis. This is a good shot. There's a little bit of jank there. There was a certain points, like, yeah, this part with Edis, a little bit too much jaw here. It looks a little off. But it's a fan animation. You don't expect it to look incredible. I still think this is like, don't get me wrong. This right here, everything in this trailer is leaps and bounds above most anime that we get most seasons. That's the sad reality, is a passionate group of people does better animation than what you would get with most studios in a given season. So don't get me wrong there. It's just for the caliber that I want from Mushoku Tensei, it was close. It was close, but not quite there yet. This is incredible. Like, especially the segment with Orsted chasing in there. Chef kiss. I'm gonna keep playing this. Very, very impressed with a lot of the animation in this one. They have definitely stepped it up. I think it said somewhere down here, it's a 12-minute fan-made animation based on Turning Point 4 with Mushoku Tensei novel series, a reimagined emotionally intense battle between Rudeus and Orsted, depicted in volumes 14 to 15. The project was initiated, directed, and led by an independent group creators from China, with contributions from passionate animators and volunteers across the country. That's interesting, strictly China. I thought they were going to say they were going to have people across the globe. Apparently it's just strictly a group of creators in China. Awesome. As a director, I once experienced what Rudeus did: rejection, bullying, despair, and breakdown of my own identity. When I was drowning in nihilism, questioning all meaning and rejecting all love, it was Rudeus's attitude towards life and growth that touched me deeply. Mushoku Tensei changed me. I began reflecting my own life, and for the first time, I chose to truly live, to be present, to face things seriously. The making of this animation is not just a creative project, but a journey of personal growth, a process of rediscovering myself through the act of passionate creation. To me, this is not just an animation. As a response to 24 years of my life, it's something that gave me meaning to all the pain I've endured. It is also a heartfelt love letter to the story that once gave me direction, strength, and purpose. And most of all, it is a gift for every fan around the world who loves Mushoku Tensei. If this animation resonates with you, even just a little, then that alone is my greatest honor. Definitely was, dude. Definitely was. The project took 6 months of preparation and another 4.5 months of production, involving script writing, storyboard, directing, art design, animation, music collaboration, and multi-language translation. The closed captions did great. Did very great. And behind the scenes documentary is also on the way. Stay tuned. May every conscious being in this world, when facing pain and despair, find the strength to protect the purest part of themselves. Awesome. Awesome stuff. Like I said, it hurts to watch the beginning because, again, that's the future diary, which I'm really curious if they'll end up doing that much work with the actual anime adaptation. I've been telling people when I was reading that segment, I can totally see the diary being just glossed over, unfortunately. I really do see a lot of the stuff around that's going to be glossed over. But I do believe a lot of that effort and work in this entire season, when they do get around to this, is going to be seriously in the Orsted fight. And I hope they pull this off, because there's going to be a lot of expectations for how they pull off this entire segment. And this was done incredible. Again, I would probably say, like, some of these beginning segments of the fight itself, want something to this effect, but a little bit more impact. But, dude, from this point on, here, cinema. From this point on, besides him having white hair yet, he's not supposed to have white hair yet. From that point on, pure cinema building up to all this stuff. It's just absolutely incredible. Right here. Here's so freaking good. So good. Anyways, that's my thoughts on this trailer. Absolutely incredible work by LanwenTuzi Studio. Again, everybody that worked on this project, amazing stuff. And yes, like I said before, if it's the case, definitely hope that Studio Bind reaches out to these individuals and gets them on the project, because this is some incredible stuff. And because I think that's the important thing for a lot of projects is, yes, it's still a job. Animators, it's a job. You get paid for what you do and all that kind of stuff. But there's also a part of it where you do feel a lot of the passion that people have behind the projects, where they go the extra mile to do a really incredible cut because, one, they know the project, or two, they just have that extra desire to make sure that shot looks incredible and make sure the scene they felt from actually reading it is felt when it's animated. But anyways, like I said, incredible stuff. Good job, guys. Thank you guys so much for making this. It was incredible. And hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to it. It's mostly freaking out over this fight and getting hyped over the fact that Edis shows up before they cut it off. This is the biggest troll of this entire video, is literally getting to the point where Edis shows up and they're like, nah, we're stopping here. Pain. Can't wait for it, though. Anyways, y'all take care.